Hello everyone, I'm going to spend a few minutes going through a couple of ACT tasks with you, and this relates to our district test using the new platform that you can see on the screen. I had a couple of questions about where we find instructions. The instructions we read to the students as they're taking the test. In the old platform, we found those instructions in the manuals that we could print. Well, there are no printable manuals like that in our new platform. So I'm going to show you where you kind of find those instructions you read to the students. So you land on ACT now. We need to switch over to Test Center Manager. I'm going to do that right now. And you find this work on the assignments. And I'm going to look at a tech readiness event, and I'm going to pretend I'm at the Audrey Grievous Center. You won't see multiple schools. You should only see one school there, or most of you will. On the left-hand side of your screen now, you see lots of menu options. The menu option we need to look at is the one called Event Dashboard is fine, Monitor Rooms. If you go to Monitor Rooms, that would work as well. But I'm going to go back to Event Dashboard. I'm going to click on Monitor Rooms. By default, the ACT Readiness event gives me a few rooms it's already made, and you can see them listed here. Standard Tech Readiness, MCSR, and down here, Standard Tech Readiness, MWSR. To be honest, I don't know what the MW and SR mean. It doesn't really matter for our purposes. I'm going to pick one of these practice rooms. Doesn't matter which one you pick, just pick one. Now the screen changes, and I'm beginning to see the room dashboard. I can see this says a standard online. Oh, it says it's a writing test. For our purposes, it doesn't matter. We're just practicing. This simulation is for an ACT with writing, but it doesn't matter for what we're looking at. First thing I have to do is read through this statement, room setup and examinee check-in. I read through it. I'm going to pretend I've done that and hit mark complete and open room. Gives you a couple things to look at. I'm going to say this now. I'm going to say it's no writing and it's standard time. I'm just double checking that. And I'm going to hit confirm and open room. And it's telling me again, oh, examinees don't match registration type. That's because it was set up originally for writing. And I'm going to open the room anyway. When I open this room to get ready for the online testing, you'll see a few things. One thing you'll see, I'm going to see if I can get a drawing tool up here to show you, or at least a pointing tool. One thing you'll see around here are, this is where you find the seal codes, right in here. What we're really going to focus on though are right here, where it says current task. This is where you find what ACT calls task cards. So right up here is what we're looking at, the task card. So this says current task. So once again, we're in one of the rooms. And now once I've gone into manage rooms, I can click on this task card. This is what you read to the kids. This is what you find in the manual. And it even gives you in boldface type, say, you are about to take the ACT, which is composed of multiple tests in English, mathematics, reading, and science, and so on and so on. I read through this. This happens to be one page, and I hit complete. That task card is complete. Now if I look, the name of the task card here has changed. Now it says electronic device announcement. I click on it, and this is in bold, and it tells you what to say. All items brought into the test site may be searched, items suspected of being used, and so on and so on. This is a little longer, so I could scroll down for more. Once I've read it, so it tells you what to say, and then it tells you the action to take. Then it tells you what to say. Then it tells you a note, something to pay attention to. Once I've read this and I've completed the actions, then I'm going to hit complete, and I'm on to my next task card. Clear your desks, and this is what you read that tells the students you need to clear your desk. I'm going to hit complete. This is just like the manual we used to read. Every time I complete a task card, a new task shows up in this box right here. This is the manual. I wish we had printed manuals we could just walk around the room and read, but we don't. The system just doesn't have it there. I read through this, scroll down. I could scroll down here, or I could have scrolled down for more. It doesn't really matter which one. I read through these things, I take the action necessary, I click complete. The task card has changed. This tells you to distribute the student authorization tickets. I read through that, I complete the action, I hit complete. Log into TestNav. This tells me to guide the kids to log into TestNav. I don't like, some things I don't like about this system. Right here it says move around the room and assist any examinees. Well, you can't move around the room when you're locked to your computer reading this off the screen. But I don't run ACT yet, so I can't really fix that for you. Once I've read through it, complete the actions, I hit complete. This keeps changing. Examinee statement, I read through that with the kids, perform the actions where it says action, scroll down for more, hit complete. So I'm working through these task cards. Timing announcement, this is more of the script you would read to the kids. You read through it, you hit complete. Start test. Now this is where you enter the seal code. You can see this part right down here. It says the seal code for English is, and that's when the teacher would reveal the seal code. Notice the seal codes are on the left-hand side here. We looked at those earlier. So if this is for the English test, I'm going to pretend I finished this. If this is for the English test, I know the seal code. It's right here. Z, in this case, it's ZR8T. And once I've done that, it tells me this. Notice there's no say here, just an action. It tells me to complete the seating chart. I could have done that ahead of time or not. I could do it now while the kids are testing. Again, I don't like that because if the kids are testing, this proctor should be moving around the room, supervising, not sitting on a computer doing seating charts. But again, I'm not in charge of ACT yet. I hit complete. Then it tells you to check for irregularities. Like a student was denied admission because they didn't have the proper identification. Those are the kind of irregularities you might have to open a test. Oh, and you can also change the text size here. And you can make the text larger if you want. I got middle-aged eyes, so I like the larger text. Current task now is move around the room. You should have already been moving around the room, but it's an action. I have to hit complete. Notice you can't advance through the text, these cards. I can't pull down a list of these cards. I have to work through them one at a time. 5-minute warning, just like in real life, we would read, we have kids have a 5-minute warning. Well, we don't read it because now the timing is on the test. So this is just an action. It's not something we actually say to the kids. I hit complete, stop the test, verify the time and all examinees have expired. Again, the standard ACTs, with the exception of 1 or 2 timing codes, the timer is built into the test. So I complete and stop timer. And when I've done that, now, if I notice, look at the task card now, mathematics test instructions. Now it's switched to the math test instruction. This is the script now for the math test. And it goes through the exact same process. This is just like the book that we used to use, or that we will be using for the 11th grade test. The only difference is it's all online. Now, something we could do, in theory, you could work through this if you wanted, and you could copy this and paste it into a Word document and make your own script. Now, the downside to that is you could make your own, you could print it, and the teacher could read the script as they're walking around the room supervising the students, but they still have to click on the complete. Unless you click on complete, you can't advance to the next task card. So I'd have to think about that. I guess in theory, if we had 2 adults in the room, one adult could do the clicking on the computer and the other adult could be reading from the script that we copy onto a Word document and then print. I may work on that and see if that's practical. But anyway, that's where you find the instructions. This is also where you find the seal codes. You find them right here. And this is all done in a tech readiness event environment, which is where we practice. Let's double check that one more quick time. ACT now is where we tell to start. I'm going to go to ACT TCM, Test Center Manager. Click on that. I'm going to go to a tech readiness event. I'll pick another one, Learning Center, just for kicks. I can start here and monitor rooms, or I can click over here under monitor rooms. Does the same thing. If I'm under event dashboard and I click monitor rooms, I have to select a room. Notice This has one task card that's been read. I think I probably practiced on this one as well. The other ones don't have any task cards that have been read. But this is where you do it. I'm going to open this one up, which again is one that I practiced on, I believe. And this, because I've already started the process, I've already done the first thing where you have to read that thing and check it off. So I'm actually in the task card environment. I can click on it, read through it to the kids. I'm just, again, working through this process. I would read through it and scroll down for more and complete. But that's where you get the instructions that you read to the kids. I hope that helps. Thanks.